Hi, my name is Jandrè and I am 24 years old. I was born in Port Cities in Gauteng, and my family and I moved down to Cape Town due to the fact that my dad didn't have a job. We lived in like a small cul-de-sac type of thing with a lot of friends and people there. At the age of 7, one of the close friends that we regarded as family molested me, and it was at the time that I started questioning who I am. Is this actually real, what I'm experiencing? Is this actually happening? Like, is this okay? I don't know what to do because you're so young, you don't know what to do anyway. I went to my first primary school and the kids started teasing me. I was like, okay, so maybe I am gay. Maybe this is who I am. Maybe that's who I was meant to be. And then we moved down to Plattsburgh Bay and I went to my second primary school and I joined the choir. Did sport. I enjoyed everything that I did. But the kids started teasing me, and it got so bad that at the end of grade 5, my parents took me out of the school. For 6 months of my grade 6 year, I did on-off homeschooling, but during that time, my parents got divorced, and I moved around with my mom and a new boyfriend down the coast of KwaZulu-Natal. I thought I could grab this opportunity. I can have the best father figure, everything's gonna be fine. But except I moved into a house that was worse, and I try to grab onto anything that I possibly can that can fill all of the empty voids inside of me. I got addicted to pornography and masturbation. I got depressed. I felt so lonely, and I didn't know which way to go anymore. And I just thought, okay, well, this is how I am, so I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna go with it. The thing is, I couldn't figure out where God actually fits in the picture. To me, at that point, God just felt like someone that sat on a throne and looked down at me, and no matter what I'm doing right, no matter what I'm doing wrong, He hates everything that I'm doing. I went to high school and things really got worse. It was really a tough time. It was a time of where I really started thinking, okay, listen, I must be gay, or I must be bisexual, one of the two. I was so confused. I didn't know what to do. And I was so depressed, and I felt like my whole life was literally just crumbling down, and I hated everything and everyone. I started going to church, but I didn't encounter God like what He says in His word. I felt like I hate everything about myself and I hate God, and I really just wanted to die. And then I thought, like, well, if that's the point, then I'll be like, okay, if this is who I'm supposed to be, so I will just start living like it. So at the end of grade 11, I had a thing on with a guy for about 4 months, and it was a time of where I was completely like put all of myself into it, and it was so bad that at the beginning of my matric year, I just walked away because I felt so uneasy about it, and I felt lonely. And then at the end of the year, I heard about Victory Gap Year, and I remember telling God at the beginning of the year, listen, whatever is standing between me and you, come and sort it out. And I didn't know that my identity would be part of it. And I was worshiping, and I remember God clearly telling me, Jandrè, you are not gay. That is not how I made you to be. And I remember that a complete numbness coming over me, and I stood there and I was like, are you serious? Is this really what you're telling me? Like, my whole life I've been living like this and thinking that am I gay, am I bisexual, who am I, what is going on, and living a life like that. I remember that the tears just started flowing, and I didn't know what to do, and I ran to the front, and I just kneeled down. I was like, okay, just let whatever happen, it's okay. God started speaking to me of speaking truth into my life, into my heart and my mind. And He started showing me in situations of where He was, of when I was molested, where Jesus was, and where people were calling me names, when I felt lonely, when I felt depressed, when I was cutting myself, just do all of that. In the same way Jesus was. And God says in His word that I will never leave you and never forsake you. And that is exactly what it showed me. It showed me exactly where Jesus was, and that He's always been there, and that He's never left me alone. And He broke off the addictions, and I've never ever experienced something like that. I've never experienced freedom like that in my life before, and I never thought that it would be possible. As Jesus says, the enemy comes to kill, steal and destroy, and I come here to give you life, and life in abundance. And I could feel that this is the life that God has given me. This is what I'm supposed to feel. And I remember that it literally felt like my heart was coming alive for the first time. My heart was pumping. Like, I am coming alive for the first time. I can breathe, I can smell, I can hear, I can see for the first time. And I remember that the Father heart of God, because I've never experienced God as a Father that would love you, The Father of God was amazing, and just showing of how He comforts you and speak life into you in a loving way, and it comes and just take away all of that guilt and condemnation and shame and everything that you felt and that people have said about you, just replacing it with truth. Because as the Bible said, the truth will set you free, and that literally changes everything. It's been amazing of where God has just taken my brokenness and everything that people have said about me and how I thought my identity should be, and turn that into something completely beautiful and something that flourishes and gives life. God has given me freedom that I thought that I would never ever experience in my life. And God can give you purpose and destiny, and He wants to give you purpose and destiny, and He can bring you into freedom. He can give you life and life in abundance, and that is who you are. And the moment that if God speaks into you, will tell you, listen here, this is who you are. You are full of boldness. You are blameless. You are a mighty man of God. You are a mighty man of valor. You are courageous. That is who you are, and that is who I created you to be. The moment that truth comes in, everything else leaves. So for me, it is amazing to see what God can actually do in my life. And I changed everything and showed me the life and abundance that He has for me. And truly, if God can do it for me, I can do it for you. And all you have to do is just say yes to Him and trust Him, because He can and wants to do it, and He wants to change your life. All you have to do is say yes.